Okay, Alexander. He says any specific strategy on or precaution when linking internally on blogs with branded syndication rings. The one syndicated blogs already have a link back to the post and to the home. The other platforms link back just to the post, which you want. Yes. Um, if I add another link, maybe one or two internal links on posts, they will also generate more backlinks from the blog platforms. Problem? No, Alexander, not. And see, that's why I prefer to stick with only a branded tier one network for blog syndication because it's not a problem. If you put an internal link in the body of a post before it syndicates, right? So that anchor text was going to be the same across all the blog properties in the network, right? It doesn't get shifted or changed or anything. So that's why, even way back when we first launched IFTTT SEO Academy, before it was Syndication Academy, I mentioned that in the training way back then, because if you were using multiple tiered networks or whatever on a blog syndication, then you could quickly run into over optimization of anchor text issues for any links that get syndicated. But when you're only using one single branded ring, you're only talking about three, 4, or 5. If you're using Medium and Weebly, it would be a total of 5. But typically for a standard ring, it's only going to be 3 blog properties. So it's not an issue. 3 additional anchor text links from Web 2 properties that are branded, which is syndicated content from your money site. Google knows all that. So it's not going to cause an issue. It's when you have that same article going out to persona-based networks, multiple persona-based networks, and it's the same anchor text over and over again, that's where it can cause problems. Okay? So yeah, that's a great question, but no, that's not an issue. If you're using multiple tiered networks, you got to keep that in mind. I highly recommend you not do that, but if you're going to, then like I said, you can still do blog syndication. It's not a problem. You just have to remember that. You have to remember that, like, you only want to use, like, if you're doing a post and it has an anchor text and it goes out to, let's say, 12 different blog sites, all those blog sites are going to have that same anchor text. So I wouldn't use that same anchor text again in another post, right? Not for the same URL anyways. I would switch up and use variants where whenever repeating another link to that same, you know what I mean, to the same destination, I would change up the anchor text or use naked URLs or even brand terms. Remember, guys, you can use your brand name as the anchor text for inner pages or for posts. You don't have to always link with the keyword, right? You can use your brand name. You can actually do brand plus keyword. That's powerful too. So for example, you could say like, check out our plumbing repairs, check out Joe's plumbing repair services, right? So now that's Joe's plumbing and plumbing repair services, both in one keyword, if that makes sense. So you can actually link to the plumbing repair page within the body of a post, and you're getting both the brand and the keyword. It's a hybrid, and that's powerful as well. Okay. Okay, so just one more follow up on that, Randy. Again, if you are going to be using tiered networks, or excuse me, that was Alexander's question. Alexander, if you're going to be using tiered networks, then I would stick more with those types of anchors like brands and naked URL, brand terms and naked URLs, than I would just keywords. But if you're doing a single branded ring, you don't have anything to worry about. Okay.